Hey guys, it's your girl Leah and welcome back to one of my videos. Okay, so for today's video, I will be going to be answering your guys' questions. Today is just like a Q&A, get to know me type thing. And yeah, if you guys see me looking over here, I'm looking at the mirror. I'm a little conceited. No, I'm just playing, but yeah, just trying to, whatever. But that's what I'm looking at. I have a couple questions that you guys asked me on my Instagram page. If you don't already follow my Instagram, what are you doing? Go follow my Instagram right now. It is in my description. And yeah, you can be involved in things like this, But yeah, I have some questions and I'm just going to be answering them. And yeah, hope you guys like it. And let's get right into the video. Okay, so for the first question, somebody asked and I will put, their names or things like that. I will put them right here. So I'll put the little screenshot of what they said so that they can get their credit. And yeah, it'll all be right there. But yeah, somebody said, what motivated you to do YouTube? Honestly, I always wanted to do it. Like, I always thought of it as something that I was going to do. I just didn't know that I was going to do it so soon. There was a lot of people who motivated me to do YouTube. A lot of people told me to just go for it because I was so like, oh my God, I don't know if I want to do it right now. But there was a lot of people who told me just do it. Like, it's not even that hard. Just go for it. I'm the type of person, they know me as an individual, and they know like how I am in front of the camera or how I am with an audience or things like that. And they just know that I am good for this and this is what I would be good for. So they just kind of like motivated me, like, come on, like, it's not even that hard, like, let's do it, just go for it. And that's what happened. That's what I did. And yeah, another person said, what's the most embarrassing thing that has happened to you? Honestly, there has been a lot of embarrassing things that happened to me because let me sit back for this one, because if we're being completely honest, I am kind of slow. So sometimes there'll be really embarrassing moments where like somebody will be saying something to me and I'll be like, huh? And they'll say it again. I'll be like, huh? And they'll explain it one more time and I'm like, wait a minute, I still don't understand you. And I'm just a hecka slow. So like, it's just hecka embarrassing. Or like, I'll say something and then like somebody will be talking about something and then I'll say something literally out of nowhere. Like, it won't even be about that topic. And then they'll just be like, what? It's just hecka embarrassing. So I'm just an embarrassing person, like embarrassing things happen to me all the time, but me being the person I am, I really just don't care. Yeah, that's that question. Another question is, why did you start doing makeup? I just like doing it as a girl. You just kind of grow up. And I grew up around a lot of women. A lot of women were around me. I mean, not much of those women did makeup, but my sister did. And my brother's girlfriend did. And so, when you're around my sister, who is a hard person to live up to, mind you, and who is gorgeous, who does makeup, who just has, well, to you, has her life literally planned out to the T, you want to be like that. So it was kind of like she helped me, she motivated me, or not even motivated me, she was just kind of why I started doing it, because it was like, my sister does it and she looks gorgeous, like, why can't I figure it out and do it myself? Which is what I did. And yeah, and I would always get into her makeup, even though she hated me for her. I would always get into her makeup and I would always play with her mascaras and her eyeliners and get it all over me, obviously. But I would just kind of, get into it and be a little sister and just get into all her makeup. And once my brother's girlfriend started coming around, I started using her makeup and I just started doing kind of little things. Like, I started putting on a little bit of lip gloss or lipstick, or I started, messing, putting mascara on. And the first makeup product that I've ever used is obviously like lip gloss and lip gloss and mascara, but like actual makeup was highlighter. And I know it's not like actual makeup, but I mean like that was the makeup product that I used, which was highlighter, and I would put it on my nose. And obviously I look stupid because, you know, I mean, I literally started using highlighter in freaking 6th grade. I remember taking my sister's Kylie Cosmetics highlighter and taking it to school in 7th grade, and literally just thinking I was the everything, because I had the mascara, I had the eyelash curler, I had the, you know, I had the highlighter. Like, I was just popping, you know? And I just think makeup was just one of those things to where I could kind of just kind of be myself and paint myself in a different way and in a new perspective. My biggest motivation would be my family, hands down. Even though I can literally hate them one day and love them the next, they literally motivate me to do my best work ever. And they motivate me in ways to where they don't even know about it. Like, they will hurt me so bad and like be like so rude to me, but I'm the type of person where even if you're mean to me, I can know that it's out of love. And that's kind of what it was. And I knew that. Like, they would, you know, like they say, my family is honestly the most meanest people ever. Meanest, judgmental. Ooh, they always got something to say. But when they say those things, I take it to heart because I'm just an emotional person. And I take those things to heart and I just kind of learn from them. So I remember this one time, and I know a lot of people are going to say, like, oh my God, that's so mean. Or, oh my God, why did he say that to you? Or, like, everybody's going to have their opinions on this. But I remember one time I was with my dad, and I think I had a crop top on, or maybe it was just a tight shirt. And he was like, oh, well, Leah, I see you're gaining a little weight. Maybe you want to, you know, take that weight, or like, you know, get a little slimmer. And obviously at that moment, I'm like, as a father, why would you say that to your daughter? Like, what if she's insecure about that? But then as I look back on it, I was like, he was helping me, you know, and I was insecure about my body. And not insecure, but, you know, I kind of knew I needed some improvement, and it helped me. And that's what kind of like made me thin out. That's what kind of, they just, even though in their most screwed up ways possible, they helped me so much. What do you plan on doing in the future? In the future, I plan on having a big house, going to college, getting my doctorate. If not my doctorate, my master's. I plan on not working a 9 to 5. I can't see myself working a 9 to 5. That's just not how I see my life going out. I see myself either being an actress, a singer, a YouTuber, a makeup artist, something big. And yeah, thoughts on Black/Brown Lives Matter. This is very controversial, so I'm not really going to get into it as much as I would like to. And I know a lot of people are going to see this and give me hate about it, but being light-skinned, I was just telling my mom about this. Being light-skinned, you don't know which way of the spectrum you're on because you're there in the middle. And I know I don't want pity from any other race saying, oh my God, just because she's light-skinned, she thinks she can. No. I'm saying this from my point of view and what I think. Being me or being light-skinned, it does give you privilege. And I know that 100%. And I know I have light-skin privilege, and I understand that because of how light I am. But you just don't know which side of the spectrum you fall on. And me personally, I grew up around Black people, so I'm not really familiar with the white side of me. My dad, this will probably be another story time or a long video, but long story short, his mom died, his dad was never in the picture, and his auntie raised him. And his auntie married a Black man, so all her kids are Black and Native American. So I grew up around Black people my whole life. My mom is Black. My dad's family is Black. I'm not saying my dad's Black. My dad's family is Black. So I grew around Black people. So when you grow up with Black people, you kind of, develop a closeness to them, because I never grew up around white people. Never really you know, they just never really were in my sight. So when I see, you know, I just kind of familiarize with Black people, and that's who I'm familiar with, and that's okay, because that's who I grew up around, and you know, I just kind of go towards that. So I think, getting back to the topic, I think it is very important for light skins and white people to know that you have privileges that Black people don't. I have many family members who are in gangs or who have been shot or killed because of violence in the streets, and it is hard to cope with, because when you are not around that type of thing, and I'm not saying all white people are bad, I'm just saying some white people don't know that. Imagine walking down the street and having to look behind your shoulder 24/7. Imagine getting pulled over by a cop and having to put your hands immediately on the dashboard. Like, imagine to having to ask a cop to go in your glove box to get your registration. Imagine that. Like, that's what Black people have to go through. And I'm not saying white people don't understand it, but basically, like, do you really know what a Black person goes through every day? And I'm not saying I do. I'm just saying most, even myself, like, I don't know what it's like to be a Black man. I don't know what it's like to be a Black girl. And I can't really speak on that. I can't, because I'm not that person. But I just know that many people don't know what it's like to be in their shoes. So don't try to act like you can. Don't try to act like if a white man shot a person in a convenience store, they wouldn't get charged as much as a Black man shooting someone in a convenience store. And it's that simple. It's honestly that simple. And it's so, you know, difficult, and I can go on and on, but I have many more questions. But it's just like, you can't know what they're going through, because you're not them. So stop trying to act like you are, because it's not cute nor funny, nothing. It's not like that. So just cut it out, honestly. Okay. What are you doing during quarantine? Honestly, absolutely nothing. I am eating, working out, and watching my show. That is about it. That is my whole day. And doing schoolwork, obviously the schoolwork that I get assigned, but really that is my whole day. Advice for the new freshman. Honestly, you guys, don't take advantage of it. Like, honestly, live freshman year like it's like everything. And just go to all the events, have fun, like, try new things. Like, shoot, if you want to go ask that boy out, even though you've never asked a boy out in your life, go ahead and do it. Like, just do things that you aren't really familiar with, that you never really are familiar with. How did you learn to do makeup? I kind of touched on this before, but watching my sister and tutorials, because me and my sister, we were close for a little bit, and then when she got older and when I got older, we started kind of having a fall off with each other. So we never really were that close when I was in middle school. When I was in middle school, me and my sister were never really that close. Like, and I'm not saying to bash her or anything. Like, she wasn't a good sister. No, she was an amazing sister, but we just never were close, just because we never had similar, like, nothing of us aligned with each other. Because, like, I would always get in her stuff, and she would be so irritated by that, and she thought I was the most annoying. Like, she thought I was so annoying, and we just never really kind of got real close like that when I was in middle school. And that's kind of when I started having a liking for makeup. And so that's when I started kind of, you know, just doing little things, not even the most, but just doing little things. So I kind of watched her, and just a little bit, not even all the time. Like, I watched her maybe once or twice. Like, I didn't even watch my sister like that. I think tutorials helped me. Because I just watched, I love, like, at first, let me be so honest. At first, I hated watching tutorials. I thought they were the most boringest thing ever. Like, y'all are talking too much. But just recently, like a year or two ago, I started really getting into tutorials, and I started watching them and figuring out what products are good for me and my skin tone. And it was a way for me to kind of look at it like, oh my gosh, like, really? And I started really getting into it, and I started really liking what they were saying and things like that. And it just all kind of fell into each other. What do you want to be when you get older? a lot of things. I want to be a business owner. I want to be well known. I don't want to say famous because that just makes me feel cocky, but I just want to be well known. I don't want to be a 9 to 5. I do not want to do that. Being a YouTuber would be cool. Being a makeup artist would be cool. Being an actress, that's kind of one thing that, like, it's like an iffy thing for me. Like, I kind of want to do it, and then I'm kind of like, I don't know. But I might want to be a singer too. I think personally I have a good voice. I don't know. But there's just a lot of things on my life can go. I definitely want to be a business owner, though. That's one thing that I'm definitely going to do no matter what. I'm going to get my business degree, and I'm going to start my own business, which is one thing that's, like, set in stone. Like, that's actually what's going to happen. I mean, like, obviously things can come in the way, but that's the one thing I have planned out to the T. Why did you start makeup? Didn't I already? Yeah, I already answered that. Sorry. Who encouraged you to do makeup? I kind of already touched on that too. My sister. My sister and my brother's girlfriend. They just kind of, I mean, they didn't encourage me. No, honestly, if I'm being so honest, they didn't encourage me to do makeup. They didn't want me to do makeup, if I'm being so honest. Like, they didn't want me to do makeup because I thought, like, you know, like, why are you trying to cover up your face? You're so beautiful, da da da. Like, that's how they were, which is understandable. I think who encouraged me to do makeup was myself. I just kind of thought, like, when I was doing it, I was like, you're kind of good at this. And I'm like, shoot. And I kind of did it. And I think my sister's boyfriend, he encouraged me to be whatever I wanted to be. So when I decided I wanted to do makeup, he was like, okay, cool. Like, let's get this business started. Like, you know, like, you gonna be popping. You can be a brand ambassador. You can do promos. You can branch out yourself. And he was just saying, like, let's do this. And if you're gonna do it right. And so I think he was the one who encouraged me not to do makeup, but to start, like, pursuing it as, like, something that I would want to do in the future. So yes. How old are you? I'm 14 years old. My birthday is September 10th, and I will be 15 this year, period. If all this COVID stuff is over by then, I will have a pool party, and everybody is invited. It is at Westlake Community Pool, and everybody's invited. And yeah, just have fun. It's about to be lit. What is your ethnicity? The main things that I am is African American, Italian, and Native American. Those are the 3 things that I know. Oh, German, Irish, you know, little stuff like that. But those are the things that I know for sure. My mom is in the process of doing her DNA test, so I will know everything. But those are basically the 3 main things: African American, Italian, and Native American. Okay, and that's it for this video. That wraps it all up. Thank you guys so much for joining in on this and, you know, letting me know everything. Just, like, asking me questions. I like talking to you guys. Like, you guys are here with me. And yeah, this is fun. I like doing this. I'm going to definitely post more videos soon. More content coming up. Please, please, please let me know what content you guys want to see. I really need some advice on what I want to do with this channel. I kind of have an idea, but I want you guys to tell me things like that. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to me if you haven't already. Make sure to also turn on that notification bell, so that you're notified every time I post a video. And yeah, have a great day and have a good rest of your quarantine.